something and you're holding the phone and recording how they're taking life out of someone. Those are the worst kind of friends to find yourself in. Hi best friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl in Nangandolo. If you're new to my channel, you're welcome. If you're an old subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in into my channel today. So I'm actually filming this video at 12 midnight, having makeup on, because I've been seeing this going on the internet, and I really wanted to give my own opinion in regards to this, because this is like the most unfair and I don't know, this is like the worst kind of set of friends to find yourself in. So today we are going to be talking about SHANQUELLA Robinson. So a lot of you should have heard the story. She was 25 years old, and then she went on a trip with her friends to Mexico in Cabo. Now, SHANQUELLA had everything going for her. She had a hair braiding business. She had a clothing brand that she was doing, and everything was successful for her. So she went on this trip, not knowing that this trip ongoing is no return. Now, upon going for this trip with her friends, and she went to her best friend, I think he's called Khalil, and she was with some other female friends. Now, if you're going on a vacation with your friends, and definitely you want to have some fun, like you start giving people tips like, hi guys, guess where I'm going to? Maybe your clothes on the bed, or you're boarding the plane, you're like, I'm booked and busy booking flights, catching up with my friends. Like you want to put something up, but her friends actually put nothing up in regards to this. And upon getting there, spoke with her mom the day before, and then like the next day her friends are calling her mom and they're like, she's suffering from alcohol poisoning. And the mom is like, when she wakes up, like, let her call me. And hours after they called the mom and they said she's gone. Like, which parents will be able to take that? Now, this goes to say, like, there is a lot of strife, there is a lot of fight between us women. Especially when I talk of women, I'm talking about the black against the black and the white against the white. You will not see a white woman trying to compete with a black woman. It's very rare to find that. It's always among your own people that try to do the worst things to you. And on this trip, you can see that upon going on the trip, she's like telling the girls like, hey, it doesn't take you guys so long to get ready. What's happening? Everybody is in one room. Now, what are you all doing in one room when you come for a trip? And her best friend stands like a standby. He's like a spy, that when she's walking, he's like actually going ahead of her to be able to inform the others, like, maybe she's here, you guys should stop talking, reduce the chit chat. And you can see even the girl on the bed, like when she walks in, you can see the energy. Energy doesn't lie when it comes to your friends. Like the girl is like, okay, and back on her phone, everyone is just. And I noticed, like, for us influencers, we're saying like what we see, and there's a lot of developing stories coming up about it. And with time, I think everything is going to be brought to the light, because this girl deserves justice. That, like, nobody deserves to feel like your life is threatened amongst people that you think that these are the people you can trust as friends. And this happens a lot. This is rampant when it comes to like our society. I'll say, for example, even in Cameroon, you hear cases about maybe your drink was poisoned, this girl traveled, she went out with her friends, and then the next day she died. Like, it is very rampant, and this is all due to jealousy. Jealousy is a very bad thing. Now, moving back to the video, you can see she posted like something saying that she went swimming. There's a kind of swimming you go for that you don't have any clothes on. She went swimming, and I think the male friend was the one filming her, and then she was doing that all alone. And then she like told her mom that they were supposed to have a chef and this, but she was eating, is it tacos, or like she was just having another kind of meal. And even when they sit on the table, the friends are like distance from her, and all of a sudden a video starts to surface, like they are beating her with no clothes on. And as a friend, they can't be beating your friend, and you stand and you're recording. Like, that is the biggest red flag ever. That is like a huge red flag. Which friend sees another friend in danger? If it was sister that found herself in that position, or your brother that found himself in that position, you're not going to be recording. You'll be trying to stop the fight. You'll be trying to save them from whatever is happening. But then again, and he's like, oh, can't you even defend yourself? But try to do something. And you're holding the phone and recording how they're taking life out of someone. Those are the worst kind of friends to find yourself in. And after the call, her mom left, 2 days, because she was found, that is within 24 hours. Like, you arrive today and the next day you hear your daughter is dead. No parents can actually take that. It's going to be so disheartening. And I came to learn, like, from the interview, I heard her mom saying online, or it's her dad, that she's an only child. I don't know if she's an only child for her dad or she's an only child for her mom, but he mentioned something like that. And definitely, it means you're ripping a family of their grandchildren, their great-grandchildren, their great-great-grandchildren that have been a source of happiness for them. So, back to the story. Now, after this happens, her friends all fly back to the States and they come to visit her parents, probably to drop her stuff and explain everything. All of them keep saying that it's alcohol poisoning. And Khalil, or is Kahil, her best friend, who is the guy, he was like visiting for the next 4 days, until when the parents found that video that had surfaced online. Now, we don't know who shared the video online. We are just like seeing everything as the story is developing. And he stopped coming to the house. And when they asked her mom was like, it's a friend that she has known. They have traveled to places and things like that. Now, this is something I want to say. There are certain red flags we see in our friendship that we don't just want to let go, because we don't want to forfeit relationships of like 5 years. We don't want to forfeit relationships of like 10 years. We just feel like, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. And the thing about jealous people is that you will not actually know the level at which they are jealous, or the level to which they are jealous, until it's too late. It's always good that when you see such things, when you see the energy doesn't lie. You cut them off. Now, I'm saying this because, like, I heard the story of this girl. There's a girl on Instagram that she's like the Bella Gang, and she shared her story about things that happened to her in regards to her friends, how she went out with her friends for a girls trip. Normally for girls trip, people go out, they drink, they're happy, some get drunk, and that is what girls trip is all about. It's about fun. It's about having the time of your life with your friends, with your besties. That's what it's all about. And she's like, she went out with her friends, she drank, and then she was like drunk, and then she woke up in the morning that she was totally robbed. Her phone was gone, her jewelry were gone, her keys were gone, her bag was gone. Now, how do you find yourself amongst those kind of friends that cannot even take care of you in such a state? Most of your friends will actually go out and take their phones to record you in that humiliating state, so that when you people have a disagreement, they can use it against you in the future. You'll see them putting online, like posting some note, but they are not actually posting it. They are doing that to actually humiliate you, because they have those evidence. They call it archives. They have those archives in their phones. So if you're going out with people, make sure you take 1 bottle, maximum 2 bottles, and get back home. You should be watching your bottle like a hawk. If you leave your bottle there and come back, please don't drink it anymore. Just let it go. And don't be around people that you don't trust them. Whatever your gut is telling you, like, this person, the energy is not right, please flow with your guts. Because as we grow in life, we get new friends. And the thing about friendship is, a lot of people don't understand that everybody has a different destiny. Everybody has a different path which they are following in life. 2 people can never be the same. And if you see your friend winning, just know that the winning is around your area. And why not? You could be next. You don't need to be jealous of her. You don't know the demons she has fought. You don't know the battles she has been through. You don't know how she rose to that level to be able to be where she is. Definitely, you should be happy for her. Because when you're happy for others, that is when blessings also flow towards your way. Not that you're jealous of her. And some people nurse this jealousy for the longest time ever. I also saw another story that Mrs. Fumi shared. And she was talking about the fact that she had some friends that they used to like be around each other, and she did not know the level to which these friends were jealous of her, because the friend's husband each time will be like, can't you dress nice? Why can't you look like Fumi? Why can't you do this? Why can't you? And even in their wedding, he had to take the mic and still mention it. So when he did that, definitely all the other girls were envious of her. And then she said when she went to see her husband, that day she was actually preparing to go out for the girls' trip, to spend time with the girls and things like that. And her husband told her one thing. He said, don't go. Being an obedient wife actually pays some time, because she didn't go. And as she didn't go, her husband actually went to that venue, like stood in the background, and all the girls that were inviting her for a girls' trip, normally they were supposed to be like in glamorous gowns, fancy dressing, everybody is looking like the bad auntie, but they were all in their sneakers, they wore their jeans, and they wore t-shirts. Some were tying their hair like it was supposed to be a battle. So that actually saved her from like envious friends. Sometimes it's good to keep your circle very tight. It's good to choose quality over quantity. It doesn't matter how many friends you have. It doesn't matter if you have just one friend. That is a huge circle. Keep the friend. But definitely there is no need of having friends that could be jealous of you. They want what you want. They feel that if you're having a blessing, they feel like you're ripping them off their blessings. They don't want to tap into the blessings. That is totally wrong. So you need to like, guys, you need to be very watchful when it comes to the people you keep around you. This story is just an eye-opener because, like I'll say, the story continues when they said when they noticed that she was not responsive, they had to call a doctor. And I heard the doctor was Dr. Gutierrez. When Dr. Gutierrez came, they tried to give her like an IV or something, and it wasn't like being responsive. So he said they should take her to the hospital. But before then, her friends have said that taking her to the hospital was cost $5,000, and they did not actually have that $5,000. Now, watching another YouTuber's channel, she travels a lot. She said in Mexico, the treatment or the cost is actually lower than the United States. And she has not been sick while being in Mexico, but one thing she noticed is a lot of things are cheap. And experts that live in Mexico, they get medical care for little or nothing. Now, definitely, if the Cabo Six and SHANQUELLA were really that good friends, if they had nothing against her, it's like this journey was something that they felt that they could not get her in her state, so they had to stage it out of state. Like they needed to take her somewhere a little bit far so that they could accomplish all the plans that they have been plotting for weeks, because this is not just something they were plotting on the vacation. This is something that they have been plotting for weeks. Now, we don't know whatever happened in the background, but the actions that came to the light of these friends are not her true friends. These are people who are envious of her. These are people who are bitter. Even if she did what, you don't go like beating your friend to this level and the other friends are watching. Like they're just watching, they're staring, they're taking videos. Nah, it's wrong on all levels. And even when she wasn't responsive, they would have taken her to a hospital because she needed medical help. But I'm sure the fear of taking her to the hospital was the fact like the doctor could have been like, what happened to her forehead? What happened to her spine? What happened to her neck? Because like I see online, the reports actually show that she had like a broken spine and neck, something like that. She has like some real issues with that, and then some bruises. But then again, even the doctor that actually came, why was the report not out that it is because of this and that? So the doctor wants to tell me you did not see any scars, you did not see anything on her face. Like this story is really, it's really, I don't know. But at the end of the day, we all want justice for her. We want justice for her. You cannot just take out like that. 25 years is not 25 days. And that is a whole family. You've ripped them off the joy that they were supposed to be reaping from their daughter, which is not right. So girls, let's be watchful about the kind of people we call friends. Let's make sure that every time we see, if your guts tell you something, flow with your guts. Don't flow with your guts, because your guts, it's telling you the truth. It's not even lying to you. And if you see anything red flag, people will be like, oh, you cannot have friends because you're cutting everybody off. Cut them off if you feel that, okay, this person is not supposed to be in my circle. And sometimes you can be the toxic friend, but at the end of the day, we all want to see our friends win. I'm not saying this in the sense that people are just being toxic out there, because you can also be that toxic friend towards your other friends. But then again, if you have good intentions towards your friends, if you want to see them win, and then they don't have good intentions towards you, once you start seeing one or two things, maybe people could go out in a restaurant and somebody could walk up to you to talk to you, and the friend is like, why
is he only talking to you? Why did he not talk to me?
Cut her off. That's a red flag. Or why did he buy this for you? Why did he buy soya for you? Why didn't he buy soya for me? Why did he buy a drink for you? Why didn't he buy this for me? And you see somebody starts talking in that manner, that is a huge red flag. Cut them off. It's better to stay alone than to have friends that you're not secured around them. So I hope that everything comes to light in regards to this case. And to her parents, to the Mr. and Mrs. Robinsons, accept my condolence. I hope your daughter gets justice out of this, because this case actually deserves justice. Nobody wants that your daughter flies for a vacation and within 24 hours you hear that your daughter is no more. It is very disheartening. It's very heartbroken. Even me, I feel so like it's not easy. So guys, if you made it up to this point of the video, please give this video a thumbs up. This has actually ruined my countenance, but that's fine because I feel so down for her parents. And the people who did this, you have destroyed your whole generational line, like from your children to your children's children, and it's something that continues flowing because now we don't even know what the real truth is because everybody is tied to the story of, like, the Cabo Six are tied to the story of alcohol poisoning. But then again, alcohol poisoning has nothing to do with like a broken spine, a broken neck, and then bruises. It's crazy. And then to this guy, there was this guy that said he wasn't there when everything happened, but when he came, he was patting her head and they were listening to music. If you come, definitely you will see that, okay, what happened when I wasn't here? This girl had a bruise on her head. Like, you guys update me, gist me, what is happening here? But if you don't do that and you wait until everything has happened and you come to the limelight to start saying, oh, you weren't there, but when you came back, you were with her, you put her head on your leg, you were listening to, you're an accomplice. You're part of the problem. And we need justice for her. Like, justice needs to be served in this case. So guys, I know I've been everywhere in this video. If you love this video, please give this video a thumbs up and let me know your own thoughts about this case in the comment section. I'm going to be reading every comment in the comment section because I really, like, I'm trying to wrap my head around this. It's very disturbing. Like, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to share and like this video. You guys know I love you all so much, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye.